find the cosine of x, here's the angle, the adjacent side, because cosine, if you remember SOHCAHTOA, cosine is c, it equals adjacent over hypotenuse. The cosine of your angle equals adjacent over hypotenuse. Here's the angle x. The adjacent side is the one next to it, right here. Not the one across, but the one next to it. That's 4. And then the hypotenuse is always across from 90 degrees. That's 5. So it should be 4 over 5. And that answer choice is A. Parallel equations, they have the same slope. This one is 1 over 3. The other equation should also have the slope of 1 over 3. In this case, this is not it. This is 1, and when you divide 1 by negative 1 over 3, you don't get positive 1 over 3. That's not it. Here it's 3, that's not it. Here, this one has the correct slope, 1 over 3. Right triangle, they always have a squared plus b squared equals c squared. That means looking for a perfect Pythagorean triple where one leg squared plus the other leg squared equals the hypotenuse squared. 6 squared is 36, 8 squared is 64, 10 squared is 100. 36 plus 64 is 100. This is the one, B. It wants to know what is the longest side. To do that, you could do distance formula, but a quicker way is just to make a right triangle right here. It goes from here up 5 over 1. That's the right triangle. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. So to find this side right here, I just do 5 squared plus 1 squared equals c squared. 5 squared is 25, 1 squared is 1. And to find c, I take the square root of 25 plus 1. The square root of 26 equals c. And that is the longest side. Just check the other ones to make right triangles and do the same thing. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Just to be sure. It wants to know area, and it's a circle. Use the formula chart and look for the circle. Find the area, it's pi r squared. In this case, r is going to be 7. That means you take pi 7 squared, which is 49 pi. That will be C. Once you know the volume, it's a cylinder. Use the formula chart again and check the volume of the cylinder. It should be base area times height. The base area is, the area of the base will be the area of this circle right here. The radius is 6. So the area would be pi r squared, and you take that and multiply it by the height. We substitute what we know. We know r is 6, and then we know h is 12, which will be pi times 36 times 12. And that will be 432 pi. Answer choice D. This symbol right here means ABC, triangle ABC is similar to triangle XYZ. That means to find the missing measurement Y, set up a proportion. You know this one. X and Y go with AB. So here's AB, 20. 20 over 26 equals, okay, you started with 20 from this triangle, so you use another measurement from this triangle that corresponds with XZ. XZ goes with AC. That means this one, 30 over Y. And then cross multiply, 20Y equals 30 times 26, 780, and then divide by 20. Y equals 39. Okay. Bubble it in. It's a positive 39. Positive 39. This is the conjecture right here, and then it wants a counterexample to make it false. So look at the answer choices. One of these will make it false. It says doubling any whole number. -1 is not a whole number. It's an integer, but it's not a whole number. The whole numbers would be 0, 1, 2, and etc. So double these. 2 times 0, that's 0. 2 times 1, that's 2. 2 times 2, that's 4. And this says it should result in a greater whole number. 4 is greater than 2, 2 is greater than 1, but 0 is not greater than 0. So this one is a way to prove this conjecture false, B. And -1 is excluded because it's not a whole number. It's an integer. Basically, all these lines right here are parallel. After reading this, it says all these lines here are parallel. This is 64 degrees right there. I want to know what is this x right here. Well, with parallel lines, you have certain angles that will be congruent. Regardless of parallel, vertical angles are always congruent. So here, this one will be 64. But then now when you deal with parallel lines, alternate interior angles are congruent. This angle right here is congruent to that angle right there. And again, vertical angles congruent, and then alternate interior congruent, and then this one, vertical angles, this one will be 64 as well. That means x will be 64 degrees. And again, you don't even have to do alternate interior. This is a parallel to that line. So alternate exterior angles are also congruent.